All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I just channeled the spirit of Matthew McConaughey. Pretty cool, right? How's everybody doing? It is me again. And I have to tell you, I'm up early for one. I actually did get a little bit of sleep last night, but I woke up way early, like 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning. Been awake since. It is now about 5:30 or so. I was going to try to go back to sleep, but then I thought, I went to the store earlier, found some little item I'd like to share with everybody. And plus, this is like the quietest time of the day. I'm almost guaranteed no huge interruptions or any crazy noises in the street, even though this area is pretty quiet throughout the day. You get people delivering packages, which makes the dogs bark and so on and so forth. Plus, it gets a little hot in this car during the day, although the weather has been calming down quite a bit lately. We had like triple digit weather for a while. People were freaking out because it was already going to be fall and we were still hitting the upper 90s. I just saw today that this Saturday is going to be 73, a high of 73, which means the low is going to be around the low 50s. So that's going to be a big change, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyways, I said all that to say this: fall weather's coming, and with the fall weather comes the cult of pumpkin spice aficionados. I mean, it is everywhere. Pumpkin spice is necessary for things like pumpkin pie. I can't imagine a pumpkin pie where someone would actually take pumpkin, puree it, mash it up, and just throw sugar in it and throw it in a pie and make that work. That would not happen. You got to have those spices in it. But that's what it's for. It's to make the pumpkin pie taste like pumpkin pie. Other than that, you're just making everything else look and taste and smell like pumpkin pie. And some things I have to say are just you're really reaching. You're really reaching. It's like pumpkin spice candles. Oh, it makes the place smell like pumpkin pie. You know what else does? Baking a pumpkin pie. I know candles easier, but I don't know. There's just a lot more benefit to having a pumpkin pie. What else? Oh, then you got air fresheners and stuff. And that's like, it's the fall. You clean your house. You want it to have that nice autumny smell to it. Some people will hang those brooms with the cinnamon scent in it and do that for their house. Other people really dig the pumpkin spice thing. And then I'm kind of like, I could take or leave it. When you start getting into things like condoms and feminine hygiene products, you're really crossing a line now. Now it's like pumpkin spice, stay in your lane, man. Just stay right over there. You are really crossing some lines. The pumpkin spice lattes, I dig it. I get it. McDonald's puts out a pumpkin pie around this time. Again, we're back to the whole pumpkin pie thing. I had so many, there's like this thing going around on the internet, this picture, and it's like one of those things where you go, ew, that's gross, but funny. And then you think about it and you're like, is it for real? Because you wouldn't doubt for a second that somebody would do this. But I've seen pictures of like pumpkin spice bologna and pumpkin spice spam, which I'm pretty sure is a joke. But again, we live in a time where it's like, I wouldn't put it past anybody to put that out there. But yeah, pumpkin spice, that's kind of the big thing now during the fall weather. And now that it's starting to feel like fall, I'm sure we're going to see an overabundance of pumpkin spice themed items, which is what I found today. Just so I don't sound like a complete and total Scrooge. These are hers. No, they're not. They're mine. That's a bad joke. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I guess pronounced, but I always pronounce it hers. But there's two R's, so I guess hairs, maybe. I'm not sure. They're known for making pretzels, but they also make this really awesome honey hot cheese curl that I just absolutely love, but I can't find it anywhere now. Anyways, these are pumpkin spice flavored snack balls. I guess they're the equivalent of cheese balls, but they're pumpkin spice. When I first saw them, I actually thought they were going to be like pumpkins. All I saw was the pumpkin spice part, and I saw this here, and I said, "What are those pumpkin spice pretzels?" And then when I saw the bag, I saw these here. I knew those weren't pretzels, but then my mind said, "Oh, they're potato chips." Like, no, they're pumpkin spice flavored snack balls. Man, that is kicking with pumpkin spice. Smells super sweet. It smells like, it almost smells like maple syrup. They're not very big. I thought they'd be a little bigger than that. I mean, I didn't think they'd be as big as on the package, but I thought maybe they'd be like cheese balls. But no, they're pretty tiny. Sorry, I'm not putting it in front of the camera. Yeah. The pumpkin spice flavor on these things, it dissipates really fast. And then you're just left with this crunchy, flavorless ball. Where have I tasted that before? Not the pumpkin spice part, what I'm talking about, that little crunchy ball that they put the pumpkin spice on. I know. It tastes like Kix cereal. You ever have that? Kid tested and mother approved. Kids like Kix for what Kix has got. Moms like Kix for what Kix has not. What doesn't Kix have? Flavor. It's a low sugar cereal, but it also has like really no distinguishable flavor to it either, from what I remember. Kind of like King Vitamin. You guys remember that stuff? King Vitamin was this cereal that had an old man dressed in a crown and stuff, and he was on the cover of the cereal. And if you look at the shapes of the cereal, your brain automatically tells you that must be like Captain Crunch. And then you have a bowl of it, a big bowl of it. And you stick this stuff into your craw, and it's like, blech. It is not sweet at all. It's lame. I think that's the cereal of choice. That and Cheerios was the cereal of choice if you were on like WIC or stuff like that, some kind of food program. Those are the ones you got for free. It was like puffed rice, Cheerios, and King Vitamin. These remind me of Kix. They're sweeter than Kix. But that flavor does not last long at all. In fact, I'll throw up my hand when the flavor stops, when I stop tasting that pumpkin spice, okay? Ready? Now I'm just tasting like plain, crunchy corn snack with no salt, flavor, nothing. There's some flavor, there's some pumpkin spice flavor left over. If I search around my mouth with my tongue, I can taste it, but I'm not impressed with these at all. What does it say? Hers. Pumpkin spice flavored snack balls are a unique way to satisfy your pumpkin spice cravings for the fall season. You know another way? Pumpkin pie. Just go get yourself a pumpkin pie, man. Gee whiz. This popular combination features sweet pumpkin flavor and just the right amount of spices, all wrapped up in fun-to-eat snack balls. It's time to enjoy the season with just a little more spice. A little more my butt. There's less spice in this. And I used to be one of those smartasses that said, yeah, I'd always say, pumpkin spice, yeah, it's called nutmeg. It's not actually. Pumpkin spice is a mixture of spices. Contains, I knew this at one point. It contains nutmeg. It contains ginger, cinnamon, well, I know it contains those for sure. And apple pie spice contains the same thing pumpkin spice does, except it also has cardamom in it. That's the difference. I had a beer once that had cardamom in it. Cardamom is supposed to have like really good health benefits and stuff. But then again, it all depends on how you take it. Okay. Like turmeric is supposed to have excellent health benefits, like blood pressure, things like that. It keeps it low. But if you're taking it mixed with a bunch of other stuff and you're throwing it in like alcohol or something, that's probably not the best way to take that. They're not terrible. It's nothing that I would like spit out or anything. It's not bad. It's just mediocre. It doesn't blow me away. Let's put it that way. I guess if you really like pumpkin spice flavored snacks, yeah, this would be good to grab. You know, if you're gonna watch like your favorite TV series or your favorite, you're gonna binge watch a series on Netflix or something. Yeah, grab a bag of these, throw them back. But for my money, I'll stick with like the cheese curls, things like that. Those honey hot ones are just, so good. So good. I think I'm going to have to order them straight from the company. The store that usually carried them doesn't carry them anymore. They still carry the jalapeno popper cheese balls and the buffalo flavored cheese curls, but they don't carry the hot and honey. And that makes me a sad panda. Well, I know who I'm going to give the rest of these to, because I don't want them anymore. I've had my fill. What do I give these? I have to be completely honest. They're not terrible, but they're a little less than average. A 5 would have been right on the point of, I might get them again under certain circumstances or something to that effect, but I'm not. But a 3 is a little mean. It's a little like avoid at all costs kind of thing. So 4. Yeah. 4. I'm really not impressed with these whatsoever. I expect more from this company. I've had like their chips and their cheese curls. They have really good snacks, really good flavors. They have this one cheese curl. It has a Stubbs barbecue sauce. It's got that barbecue sauce flavor, which I really want to try those. I bet you those are amazing. But as far as this is concerned, I don't know how long they've been making these. If they've been making them a while, then there's obviously people out here who think they're a lot better than I think they are. But I have to say, I'm just not that impressed. So, considering that I'm not giving it a avoid at all costs score, I think I'm being more than fair. I give them a 4. Because it's not bad enough for me to warn people away, but it's not good enough for me to ever want to buy them or eat them again. There's quite a bit left in this bag, as you can see. And I'm going to give these away. And I know who I'm going to give them to. So, there's that. Thanks for joining me for the super early edition of Eat, Drink, and Be. Let's see where the days take us, guys. I don't know what I have coming up, if anything, anytime soon. But I will try to stay up on uploading as much as possible. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Always appreciate it. And I will see you all again really, really soon. Fingers crossed. God bless. Take care. And happy eating, I guess.